Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Back here with not quite legit unboxings, but some showing of some new stuff that I had come in. Um, Now none of this is brand new, but it's new to me, and I got some things marked off of my bucket list. Some stuff that I've really been meaning to get for a long time now, and I just didn't for whatever reason. And I kept kicking myself in the ass for not getting. And some stuff just trying to find. And then the Broadway Limited box is probably the newest thing out of everything. But we have 3 cars, 3 locomotives. So we'll just kind of go through that stuff. Yes, these are covered, so that way we can go through them one at a time and have it be a surprise. So I'll get you set in the stand here and try to get you just right. Alright, so first up we have Walthers Proto Texas Eagle. So this is one of the cars that I was missing from my UP fleet, and finally found it on eBay. This is a used car. Was advertised as good condition. The box is a little rough, as you guys can see, but just at first glance the car looks good. I could find this car brand new, but it was the earlier version without the UPP and then the car number, so it didn't have that on there. And truth be told, I do have the decals for that, but I was kind of lazy and I just really didn't feel like decaling that. I've done it on a few cars in the past, but if I can buy a car with the stuff already on it, I tended to choose that option just because it's a little bit easier for me. But yes, I feel a little lazy by doing that, but I get something that's a little more ready to run. This car is going to get some work to it. I always like to add and paint a few details along the bottom, add some of the safety warnings and stuff like that. We'll take this out and check it out, see what kind of condition it actually is. Like I said, this is a used car. It was advertised as used, but has all of its original packaging, which is super nice. Even if the box is a little scuffed, not a big deal. So definitely happy to have this. This is one of the coaches that I was missing. First glance, it looks pretty decent. I don't see any major paint issues, broken parts, none of that stuff. The trucks look really good shape. The wheels look like they either have very little runtime or no runtime, which is nice. Those look like they're in really good condition. The whole underside of the car looks really nice. But yeah, definitely happy with that. We're not missing any of the little steps here and there. That one's a little crooked, not too bad. No missing hand railings. Other side has some stuff on the paint you guys can kind of see right there. Almost kind of like a sticky substance, so I should be able to wash that off carefully without damaging the paint. Overall, pretty good condition. Still has the proto couplers and nice metal proto couplers. Top of the car looks pretty decent. I don't see anything damaged on there, so that's good. So yeah, I feel like that's a good find. Not too bad for used. forgive me, I cannot remember how much this car was, but it was definitely necessary to get because my collection was missing the Texas Eagle coach. So really happy to have that now, and like I said, we'll do some work to this car. I like to paint out a couple of the details and add some of the warning labels, like I said earlier in the video, just to kind of bring out a little bit more of the detail. That's one thing that kind of stands out on these UP cars is some of the electrical warnings, stickers, and or labels, and anything that's kind of highlighted in red or whatever. Just little teeny details that I like doing, and so yeah, that'll be a nice piece. A little bit of TLC, and she will be up and going. I'll probably get a bunch of my passenger stuff out here at some point, and we'll work on this car along with that. But pretty happy for that being labeled as a used car. A little dirt spot up top. Like I said, nothing too crazy. Whatever that sticky stuff is, that should I should be able to get that off with hopefully no issues. So, but yeah, definitely happy with that, and like that I was able to find this car with the UPP marking and the numbers. So that is what we got there. So kind of put that away, and in the box it does still have the paperwork, so that's nice. So it's literally new used, and that is the Walthers number, and it's just a standard, not a lighted car. I think I only have a couple lighted cars. I'm not really too big into lighted cars. I don't really need lighted cars. I don't plan on running these at night, and over time, as they get dirty, the lights start to flicker, and it's just kind of a hassle, in my opinion. Not something that I need. And then this one, very excited for, the Missouri River Eagle. This was the last dome car that I was missing out of my collection there. So with this, I now have all of the modern day dome cars, which I'm super stoked for. Was really happy to find this. And this was advertised as new. Little scuffs on there, not a big deal, as long as the car is in good condition. Open it up so you guys can see the paperwork fell out there, so we got that. Got the extra coupler pieces in there. Pop that out, check that out. I am definitely excited for this one. Like I said, this was the last dome that I needed to finish my dome collection. This was the only one I was missing, and I was happy to find it. So yeah, right away this car looks fantastic. Nice machined wheels. Everything looks really clean and good there. Like I said, this car was advertised as a new car, so I expect it to be in pretty good shape. Both sides look really good. Have that wonderful Missouri River Eagle name on there, and then the car number 7011. Very nice. Same thing with this one. We'll paint out a few of the details, fix up a few things, add some warning labels where necessary, and this will be a pretty nice one. This is one of the lesser decorated cars as far as like the more specialty stuff goes. Some of these have like wind diffuser ribs, a lot of antenna, speed recorders on the axles. This car doesn't really have any of that. The pictures that I've seen of it, it doesn't have any speed recorders on it at all, which is kind of odd because most of the UP Heritage fleet passenger cars have speed recorders on them. This particular car does not have them. In any photos that I can find of this car, old and new, both sides, I've never seen this car with speed recorders, so that'll be kind of nice that I won't have to worry about that. And then, like I said, I'll just add what I have to where I have to, and no antenna detail is going on top either, so I don't have to worry about trying to find antennas for that. But yeah, this is a nice car. The has the brown seats up top there in the dome. But yeah, brand new car, unused. Definitely looks like that, so that's good. And like I said, this was one that I really needed. This was the final dome that I was missing from my dome collection for the modern day fleet. So really happy to have that now. Like I said, I'll get my passenger stuff out here sometime, and we'll go through and update a few things on these and make them look really nice. So I'm gonna put that back in its box carefully here. Make sure that stays in good shape. Now, I am going to hold off on this car because this and this relate to each other, so we're going to save that for last. But up next we have our first locomotive. Have a very beautiful 75th anniversary Athearn Genesis box with the 75th anniversary logos on there. And let's see. The locomotive is the Canadian National GTW Heritage SD70M-2 8952. This has been on my bucket list for a while, basically ever since Athearn came out with them. This is, from what I can tell, the only run that they did of these locomotives. They're really nice. Got the Tsunami 2. And as you guys have seen, I am working on modeling a Grand Trunk Western in 1988 or 1986 to 1987. Now, yes, this locomotive is very far out of my date, but it's a CNGT Heritage unit, and I just had to have it. Definitely one that I had to have, even though it's out of date for what I'm actually prototypically modeling. It's a Grand Trunk locomotive, had to get it. Got it used. I have no clue how much wear is on the wheels, but from the pictures it looked like it was in really good shape. So we'll, without exposing the other locomotive here, we'll get this opened up. I'll get you guys set back up here. Slide the box open. Already looking good. We still have our manual, which is nice. All the protective foam. And my camera angle is horrible for that. First glance, everything looks pretty good. We even still have the parts pack, which is nice. So none of the details have been messed with. I hope so. Okay, yep. We have all the details still in there. Nothing has been put on. So that's nice that those have been untouched, not messed with. That was something that was not shown in the pictures, so I wasn't too sure about that. We will get the locomotive out here, check it over. And I don't think in this video, but maybe in the next video, I'll power test these locomotives, make sure everything works on them. Everything here that I did get was advertised as working. And of course we have the nice Tsunami 2 sound system in this. Everything looks pretty nice. Railings are a little funky, but that's how they always are. You're never... The way a lot of these companies do their railings isn't the greatest, but it is what it is. We'll pull the railing inserts out here. Without messing up the railings would be nice. Alright, we'll just get the locomotive out of here. Set it down. Try to get some better camera work here. Sorry guys, it's the best I can do. At least I got the phone stand out so that way we're not shaky cam the whole time. Slide that piece out. First glance, everything looks really, really nice. Doesn't appear that we're missing anything. Details look in fantastic shape. The wheels, how do they look? Pretty decent. If this thing did run, it didn't run for too long. I can see just a faint line in a couple of the wheels where they were ran, but definitely not not a long time running. A few spots there where you can see where the locomotive was slid on the track without the wheels turning. Not a big deal. Normally those are just a little cosmetic wear in the plating on those. We'll check out the front. Front looks super nice. I love how these have the marker lights up top there. Number board. These number boards are a little iffy sometimes. They kind of slide out of place because they're held in with that kind of goopy stuff. But nothing's missing. We got both the number boards. All that looks really nice. Ditch lights look good. They don't look like super crooked or nothing. I don't see any broken railings. Underbody detail looks really nice. Paint looks super nice. This has the CN type antenna on top. Nicely painted horn. Little shiny for the locomotive, but that's alright. I like horns. Nice and shiny horns. Everything looks really, really nice on this unit. This was a good one. For this being used, it was probably very lightly used, and whoever I got it from took really nice care of it. So that's good. These are kind of hard to find. For the couple months that I was looking around for Grand Trunk stuff, I did not see any of these pop up. There might be some other online stores that have them. I was basically just kind of going off of eBay. Yeah, this looks like in really good condition. So I'm excited about that. So we have a super nice locomotive, untouched details, and as long as electrically everything works, that's a win. That's really nice. That's a good looking locomotive. And I think I showed it in a past video. I do have my other favorite Heritage unit from CN, the Wisconsin Central. That's from Scale Trains. So I have two of my favorite fallen flags for CN now, and yeah, we'll run this on my, whenever I do finally build a layout, which will probably be a long time with all the tariff stuff going on. This will definitely run. All of my stuff will run on the layout, whether it's prototypical or not. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to run. There'll be times where I have, prototypical operating sessions, but of course we're going to have a lot of fun run because I just have so much stuff. But yeah, this is a fantastic looking locomotive. I think this was definitely a win. Like I said, probably in the next video we'll do a mechanical and electrical test. Make sure everything is working as it should. I'm going to put the little foam inserts back on the railings, keep those nice and safe. But yeah, nothing broken, nothing scratched, everything looked really good. A little bit of wear on the wheels, but not bad at all. Really not bad at all, like hardly any wear on those wheels. So should be super nice. Lay the plastic back on top, make sure we got all the spots covered nicely. Sorry if that's terribly out of focus. We're just trying to put it back in the box for right now. I guess I could leave them out because we are going to test them, but I can easily get them back out of the box before the next video. The next two we'll leave out just because they're going to be a little bit more current for what I'm doing. Hint, hint. So I'll just put all that away, get all that out of my way. But yeah, super nice, really nice. Damn near a brand new locomotive, pretty much. All right, locomotive number 2. And it's facing the wrong way. Nice setup. So right away, we can tell what that is. That is going to be the beautiful Spirit of the Union Pacific. Let's see what side. 1943. My first ever SD70 AH. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, 1943 Spirit of Union Pacific. And a beautiful tribute to all of the various military branches. Union Pacific has a lot of former and even current military personnel, and I feel like they did a fantastic job on the paint job on this locomotive. It is, we got the LEDs, Tsunami 2, all that good stuff. The box is just gorgeous on this, my goodness. I love when Athearn does stuff like this where they really personalize the box for the locomotive. I feel like that really adds something to the collection value of the locomotive. It's not just in a generic Athearn Genesis box. It's in a very customized box. So that's really cool. And we'll check this out. Now this is brand new. Sold to me brand new, unused, unopened. We still have all that good stuff there. Pull that out, and yes, that is very nice. Man, even before we get it out, that's already looking gorgeous. This is another one that I've wanted forever, and I just, for whatever dumb reason, just didn't get it yet. So now we have it, so I'm happy. This was definitely one on the bucket list. We have the parts pack with the sanders, and if you've put those on, you know that those are super fun to put on. Not, but they're not too bad. if you got small tools and patience, they're not bad. If you don't have small tools and no patience, they're terrible. But yeah, this is super nice. I'm excited. We got to get this out of the packaging. I want to see this. I want to see this out in the open. It's so pretty. I love this paint scheme. I love anything that supports our troops. Those men and women are out fighting, serving our country, keeping us safe, so that way we can enjoy our lives, enjoy our hobbies. So all the thanks goes to them. Every bit of it. I am a born and raised American, and I don't always love the decisions that our country makes, but I do love our country and everything we stand for. And definitely our troops. Most importantly, our troops. We don't treat them as good as we should, honestly. But yeah, this unit is fantastic. My goodness. Absolutely gorgeous. This is such a cool paint job. I love that silver. It's almost like a Santa Fe silver, kind of. It's a very different silver from normal. Either that or I'm just weird. I don't know. The silver definitely kind of has like a different... It's still shiny, but it almost kind of has like a shiny matte. I don't know. It's weird, but I love it. It's beautiful. Front of the locomotive. Absolutely gorgeous with the shield and the wings. Fantastic. Beautiful detail all around there. Super nice stuff. The detail on the nose with the paint. Spirit of the Union Pacific. That's just gorgeous. We do got a stupid little hair right here. Hate that. But yeah, this is fantastic. Really, really nice. Nice K5 LLA up top. I love the various painted parts for all the different service. And then, of course, we have the fantastic POW MIA right above the rear headlights on the back. Very nice touch. This is a fantastic paint job. Got the nice support our troops on the sides of the radiator. The really nice Building America, the UP shield. Of course, the big flag on the side. You gotta have that. Old Glory waving on the side of these beautiful locomotives. A lot of people give Union Pacific a lot of shit, and I know, internally there's a lot of issues with certain things, but as far as their support to America, I'd say they do pretty decent. Every railroad has its issues. I've worked for 2 different railroads, and I will say every single railroad has its own issues. No matter how big or small, there's always issues. But as far as the modeling aspect of Union Pacific, I love it. I love their support to America. I love the flags on the sides of these units. One thing I don't like is their new paint job. I will kind of go on a rant on that kind of quick. I hate their new paint job with the little dinky American flag on the side of the cab. And then they also got rid of the wings with the shield, and now it's just the shield, which was cool like in the 90s, but you can't be taking the wings off of there. It don't look right nowadays. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, this is a fantastic unit. Really nice, brand new, unused, super cool. Hairs everywhere. Oh my god. Wheels, mint condition, super nice. We are going to a couple things that we're going to do to this unit. We're going to paint the wheels. We're going to give it metal weathered couplers. And what else are we going to do? I'm going to paint just the exhaust itself matte black. We're not painting any of the shrouding around it. We're doing just this part right here. Just right at the exhaust, we're going to paint that matte black. I am not weathering this unit at all, because it's just beautiful. And then, of course, we'll add the sanders. We'll put all the sanders on there. Make it look really nice. But yeah, just a gorgeous unit. This is probably, honestly, one of my favorite paint jobs. I know a lot of people in the military, in every branch, and I've worked with a lot of guys and gals in different branches of the military. I have family that have been in the military, and yeah, full-on supporter of all that. And this paint job is just fantastic. Really nice show of all the different branches. I love it. Very nice. So that is an exciting unit to finally have. Oh my god, I really kicked myself in the ass for a long time for not getting this unit, because I wanted it so bad. And I don't know, my brain likes to work in slow motion sometimes when it comes to buying stuff, and I'm always years late buying stuff because I have so many hobbies, and sometimes I have to allocate money for certain things, and especially like during the summer when I do take a break with model railroading, I kind of get sidetracked on other stuff, and things just kind of fall to the wayside. And then when, once I am finally back on trains, it's just a mental mess, and kind of expensive with my my lack of educated spending, I should say. But we have it. We're happy. Finally. Beautiful locomotive, beautiful box. So to speed things up, that is just going to sit over here. Carefully put that on the track. And then the box parts here, we'll just kind of put all this back. So that way we can get to a locomotive that I have wanted for a long time. Ever since it came out, and dumb me, like I said, I work in slow motion sometimes. Just took so long to buy it, but my waiting kind of paid off because I got a nicer edition. If I would have got it when it came out, it would have been okay, but having the later version of the next locomotive is definitely nice. So we'll box all that back up. Let's see. I'm going to... I don't have these towels on here just to hide the locomotives. I have these on here to keep the boxes from scuffing, because these are so nice. And I want to keep these boxes in good condition. So that's what I'm doing here. Kind of dual duty. It helped me hide them while we're opening stuff. But it also keeps the boxes in good condition. I'm kind of bad about my other ones. My normal boxes, they get kind of scuffed up. But okay, so now the one that I'm really, really excited for. We will unveil it. Oh, yes. Finally have the George Bush 41 Presidential Library and Museum SD70 ACE. My goodness, this box alone is just sexy. Has the has that presidential paint scheme on it, just like on the locomotive. The Air 1 paint scheme, and you guys can see Tsunami 2 LED, all that nice newer stuff. Union Pacific, President George H.W. Bush, SD70 ACE 4141. I have wanted this locomotive ever since it came out, and for some reason I just really drug my feet, but me waiting so long made this version available, because they did come out with earlier runs of this in a normal box and with the earlier Tsunami. And my goodness, that paint is just gorgeous. We definitely got to get this out. This, I should say, this was sold brand new, unopened. We got our parts pack with the sanders. So I have a lot of fun putting these damn sanders on. Not my most favorite thing, but I make sure they look really nice. I don't overglue. We make sure the parts are straight. We take our time. Carefully set that aside. I am super excited to see this. This thing is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite locomotives. Absolutely beautiful locomotive. Gorgeous, gorgeous locomotive. Pull the plastic off, and yes, it looks super nice. My goodness, we'll slide out the little railing foam inserts. Ooh. Without breaking anything would be nice. Oh boy, I am normally not nervous to touch stuff, but man, this is so pretty. Set that aside. And wow. That is beautiful. Wow. It looks so good. This paint is just gorgeous. I love the gold line all the way around. Super classy. I'm also a fan of airplanes. I don't really model airplanes or anything, but Air Force One is definitely a beautiful jet, and this locomotive definitely wears this paint very well. We have the presidential crest. I don't really want to handle this. Like I said, normally I'm not too nervous to touch stuff, but man, it's just so pretty. Good Lord, that presidential crest is nice. And that writing on there is super clear. Good Lord, that's a beautiful locomotive. Beautiful bright silver. That silver's super nice. That's definitely a brighter silver than what's on that locomotive. Like a shade brighter silver. Man. It looks so good. I love the old school, just straight up American flag printed on the back like that. That striping down the locomotive is super nice. That tan, gold, and blue. And then it all comes together on the cab. Look at that. The little... I don't know if my camera's like... There we go. The SD70 ACE down in the blue. The Building America with the shield right there. I really like how that looks. Beautiful 4141. Finally. God, I have wanted this locomotive forever. This unit I'm okay with just the shield, or just the UP shield, and not the wings. For some reason it works on this unit. I feel like the wings probably would have looked good too, but just the shield looks super sharp. Man. I'm kind of getting lost and just looking at it. It's so pretty. Definitely one of like my top favorite units. This locomotive is just absolutely beautiful. And I've had a chance to actually see this in person, so this definitely is a beautiful thing. Some of you know that George Bush died back in 2018, and this unit, of course, led his gorgeous funeral train. Union Pacific did a outstanding job at getting all that together for his final trip. One hell of a send-off to a former president, former Navy man. That is just gorgeous. Jeez. It's so nice. Like, normally I pull a locomotive out, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. But, man, this is nice. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Like I said, you guys see what I do. I tear museum quality scale trains turbines apart. I'm nervous just to touch and move this around because it's so pretty. Man. Got the numbers printed on the back. Super nice. The stripe going all the way around. Man, that's nice. So yeah, big bucket list unit acquired. Super excited about that. And then of course, just let me grab this one here. Oh, I can't fit them on my phone. Both of those, my goodness, that's just... I'm definitely running those two together because that's just beautiful. All right, we do have one more thing that I need to open before I get too sidetracked here. Let's see. Make sure that box stays all right. So, our last thing is the Kenefick business car from Broadway Limited Imports. And really watch where I'm putting stuff here. And of course, we have the George Bush funeral train drumhead on this car. So that's why we waited to open the car, because if I opened the car first, you guys probably would have got a hint at what one of those locomotives was. And these Broadway Limited cars are absolutely beautiful. I do have... it's going to be a while. But I did pre-order the 2066 power car and the Fox River theater car, or the track inspection car, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, and this is a nice car. My goodness. There you guys can see the presidential drumhead on there. LED lights. This thing is beautiful. These are kind of a multi-piece thing, and they don't always line up. I've seen that in the pictures. Maybe we'll see if we can kind of really finely glue those together so that way they're not falling apart. Man, the detail's super nice. We already have warning labels on everything. I don't really have to do too much to this car, if anything. Super nice. Top detail is just gorgeous. We have some of the modern day upgrades with some of the old antenna stanchions there. Some of the old antennas still left. One of the GPS domes. I gotta paint that to match the real life ones. The other side, we got more details already painted out on the bottom. My goodness. Absolutely gorgeous car. We even have the something that Walthers doesn't have on theirs is the tube, the big old rubber tube style diaphragms. That's really cool. Really nice end detail. But the the showcase is definitely that, and the only reason that I can't get straight on is because I got my phone kind of at an angle there. That's super nice. We even have working porch lights up underneath there. The shield is super nice. Very sorry for the shaky cam here. Those railings are beautiful. We got the drum head is lit. The ditch lights, of course, are lit. And then the marker lights also light up. We got the mirror details. Beautiful pilot details on these cars. Absolutely gorgeous. And something that I did not know about these cars, because I didn't really do a lot of looking into. I basically once Broadway Limited showed the pictures of these, I knew I had to get them. But these damn things are touch activated. Touching a certain part of the top of this car will turn certain lights on and off. We are definitely going to put this on the power track and test that out. That's just, I've never seen that before. That might be something that's been around for a while. I don't know. I'm kind of getting older and not really up on a lot of the technology on some of the stuff nowadays, but I have never seen touch activated lights on a car before. That is just nuts. That's crazy. That's super cool. So yeah, so now we have a little bit of the funeral train we can run. Of course, I don't have the correct setup for the flag car. I just have the normal closed door flag cars, but nonetheless, definitely some beautiful equipment here. That's really beautiful seeing those two side by side. My goodness. I'm just taking it in, guys. Sorry for all the quiet moments and the long shots here. It's just me, myself, seeing this stuff out of the box for the first time. Fantastic detail, beautiful paint. Just a lot going on, a lot for my brain to compute here. So yeah, guys, that's it. Almost a 50-minute video. Really sorry for that long video, guys, but it takes time to take this stuff out carefully, especially 4141 and 1943, and, you know, of course, my GT unit. We want to make sure we take that stuff out really nice and slow, make sure we keep everything safe, make sure we don't knock it around, scratch anything, break anything. So videos like this definitely take some time to make with no editing. But yeah, guys, some really nice stuff. I have a couple more things on the way, so we'll do another one of these videos coming up sometime soon, hopefully. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I think the next one will probably power test some of this stuff. Hear the sounds. I can only run it so far on my test tracks here, but I definitely want to try out the touch functions on this car. That's just cool. That's super cool. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed the very long unboxing videos of this stuff. I am really excited to have these beautiful locomotives in my collection now. Finally, like I said, I should have got them a long time ago, but kind of glad I waited on this one for them to come out with the nicer box. I think that was still back in like 20 something. I don't know if they came out with that box after Bush died or what. I'm not really sure the timelines of that, because like I said, there's times where I'm kind of away from the model railroad scene for a while because I'm working on other stuff, so I do miss a lot of these dates on some of the stuff when it comes out, and then by the time I get back to it, it's like, oh, it's all sold out. Wonderful. I missed that. So I kind of have to play the waiting game and find really nice stuff. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all the subscribers. We're really gaining a lot of subs on this channel, which is really cool. I know this isn't the greatest channel out there, but it's the best that I can do, and just kind of show you guys a little bit of my world and what I enjoy and what I have. You know, someday we'll have a layout where we can showcase stuff a little bit better and run stuff. But for now, I'm just enjoying having the stuff that I have and doing some of the detail work, as you guys have seen in some of this other stuff. And I appreciate your comments and I appreciate your views. And until next time, take care.